Mike McMahon.
Who's gonna win?
Mike McMahon.
Who's gonna win?
Mike McMahon.
Who's gonna win?
Mike McMahon.
Who's gonna be our congressman?
Mike McMahon.
Who's gonna be our congressman?
Mike McMahon.
Mike McMahon.
It is a rally.
Mike McMahon.
Who's gonna win?
Mike McMahon.
Who's gonna win?
Mike McMahon.
Are we gonna vote?
Yes, we are.
Many times.
Yes, we are.
Are we gonna vote?
Yes, we are. Let's go.
Who's gonna win?
Mike
McMahon.
Who's gonna win?
Mike McMahon.
Thank you. Good. Amy, write it down. All right, welcome everyone. I'm State Senator Diane Savino, and I am joined with elected officials, community leaders, and most importantly, the labor movement and working men and women here in the 13th Congressional District. We are 4 days out? 4 days out from Election Day. And what you can see behind us is an array of people who want to make sure that we send Mike McMahon back to Congress. Yay, clap.
Right.
First, let's go through who's here. We have with us, to my right, Assemblyman Matt Tatone. Councilwoman Debbie Rose. She's here in spirit, her office is here. Amy Lavelle, the president of the Young Men's of Staten Island. And Josh Kiesi from the Young Dems of Staten Island.
All right.
We have representatives from the office of the State Controller, Tom DiNapoli.
All right.
We have a lot of labor leaders here. We have with us the United Federation of Teachers, Emil Petromonaco, who's standing right next to us. We have the IBEW Local 3. We have the Laborers International. UFCW Local 1500. SSCU Local 371, my own union, right here.
All right.
We have representatives of the retired firefighters.
Right.
And we have a whole lot of other people here. Did I miss Beth? New York State Public Employees Federation. No, we got everybody. So why are we here? Well, of course we have Mike McMahon. We didn't get to him yet.
Yes, my
He gets
mother,
to
she
speak
loves
at the
Mike
end.
McMahon too.
A lot of people love Mike McMahon. As I said, we are 4 days out from Election Day, in one of the most critical elections in our lifetime. What happens next Tuesday is going to define who we are as a nation. We're either going to be dragged backwards in time by angry people and angry rhetoric, or we're going to go forward with hope and with vision. And we're going to complete the work that Mike McMahon started 20 months ago. Some of that work is right across the street in front of us, and I'm sure he's going to talk about it. But Mike McMahon didn't just get involved in public life 2 years ago when we sent him to Congress. Mike McMahon has been involved in public life his entire life, at the community level, working as a young man for Assemblywoman Betty Conley and Eric Vitaliano, working in the New York City Council every day, working with his colleagues, both Democrats and Republicans, two administrations, to make sure that Staten Islanders, and now those who live in Brooklyn, get fair representation from government. That's what's at stake on Tuesday, November 2nd. Do we want to go backwards, or do we want to go forwards? Where do we want to go?
Forward!
Forward with Mike McMahon. Next up is my colleague in Albany. He and I represent the North Shore. And we couldn't do it without the support of Mike McMahon in Congress. He's been a great partner, and I'm going to introduce now Assemblyman Matt Tatone.
All right.
Thank you, Diane. Thank you, Mike, for all your years of hard work and service to not only Staten Island, but really to New York State as well as America. Thank you for that. Really, as Diane said, only 4 more days, and we have that critical decision. Do we move forward or do we move backwards? And I say we move forward, but not only just with Mike and with the re-election of Diane and myself, but with our good friend Al Albanese, who's standing right behind me.
All right, Albert.
Yeah.
Albert.
Mike Cusick, Janelle Hire Spencer, the entire Democratic delegation needs to go back to office. We need to continue the hard work that we have been doing day in and day out. And also, Diane mentioned certainly that there's a lot of rhetoric out there, a lot of misleading statements about some of our candidates, particularly Mike. Don't fall for it. That's what we're here to say. We will not fall for it. Thank you. Misleading, fearful rhetoric. We know that Americans, Staten Islanders, do not deserve to live in fear or despair. And that's why we're here today, standing up for who we believe is that person who will move us forward. And that's our good friend, our Congressman, Mike McMahon.
Now we're going to hear from Emil Petromonaco from the United Federation of Teachers. The UFT recognizes that we need Mike McMahon in Washington.
Thank you, Diane.
Good education.
First of all, I'm proud to be here, proud to have Michael as my congressman, and proud to have him as my friend. He's a strong advocate for working people on both sides, on Staten Island and in Brooklyn. He's an advocate for local communities being involved. And I have to say personally, my favorite is he's for a quality education for all of our children. I have to give him an update. We've made thousands of phone calls. We've taken numerous walks. I have to tell you what the sentiment is now. It's not take back, it's send back. Okay? So Michael, good luck. As the Jets would say, it's go time, so let's get those votes.
Okay.
Okay.
Now we're going to hear from the person that we're all here to talk about. A Staten Islander through and through. Someone who has left his mark on every part of this island, North Shore, South Shore, Mid-Island, and now Brooklyn. Someone who has always been there for the people of this district, and someone who always will be. Our Congressman, Mike McMahon.
We want Mike. 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 We want Mike.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. And I am thrilled as we come into the final days of this campaign, this very important campaign about a very important election, which is just 4 days away, that all of these voices join me now as we march forward from this point to bring our message throughout this district in Brooklyn and Staten Island, that I have served the people well, I have served the people with integrity, I've served the people with passion, and that I will move forward to do that with your help. And now, as you can hear, my voice is failing a little bit. Your voices will join us to bring that message that I have been the independent voice for working men and women in Washington, for the people from the proud 13th District. Now, this election, and why it means so much to me to have the support of working men and women, because this election is about three things: jobs, jobs, jobs. And as you look across the way there at our beloved Staten Island Ferry Terminal, you see a big green sign that says project funded by the American Recovery and Reinvestment Act. When people say, where are the jobs? That's where the jobs are. And as I'm joined by the men and women who teach our children every day in school, we say to the teachers, where are the jobs? They are the teachers who kept their jobs because of the actions that we took in Washington. And so to the hard hats who are working here, the teachers who are here with me, we say that's where the jobs are, and they know it. To the firefighters who face closures of firehouses here in this district, where are the jobs? They're right in South Beach at Engine 161, that face closure, that is now open because of the money that we came in. Across this district, people are wearing those hard hats and working. People are going to the classroom, they are working. There are social workers that are working because of this. There are public employees who are working because of what we've done. There are laborers and United Food Commercial workers who are working because of the work that we've done. Now, we know that the recession that we were dealt with, the cards that we were dealt with, were even deeper than we thought at the time, and work needs to be done. We need to support small businesses so they can hire more people. We need to put certainty back into the market so that investment can flow. But we need to stay the course, and I will do that as your independent voice in Washington. I'm honored to have your support, but it's time to get out, to ring those doorbells, to make those phone calls, to get the field team out, and together we will bring this home to victory on November 2nd. Thank you for your support.